April was a month full of trials and tribulations. Anything that can go wrong would go wrong. Thing is, it did, and it's reason enough why it exists. I'm MegamanNG. I welcome you to my monthly channel update of May 2022. You could say that I'm dealing with a derailing difficulty. Oi. This is why I do these scripted updates. If they were unscripted, you wouldn't like how it would go. Let's just get on with it, because I have a lot to say here. To say that the month of April was tough is an understatement. Why is that? Because the month of April was devoted to success and derailment. Let's begin with the success. I was able to complete the 2 games that I promised. Ocarina of Time and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2 HD. It was also where I started a game I should have done sooner. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Thing is, I already recorded parts 6 and 7. But if you wonder why they aren't up yet, let me explain why. A few days ago, or rather last week, my gaming laptop, HP Omen, had a problem. Remember, in July 2021, where the SSD and the motherboard died? This time it was the GPU, aka the graphics card. It died after 16 months, and I had no idea. That scared me, and I had to contact HP support. Upon uninstalling and then reinstalling, it was pretty much dead, so I had to send it to HP support. They have the laptop, and I'm expected to get it back tomorrow. Once that happens, I'll check for everything, including updates and the like. Once everything is in working order, I will render the remaining parts. Besides, I have them backed up, so no harm, no foul. To make up for this, I decided to work on the Dino Fury episode reviews. There is one left. That's coming tomorrow. Look forward to that because at least I can ensure that I can accomplish what I set out to do. That, and I needed a chance to rest and recharge. Thankfully I did, and I'm ready to make sure I'm back on my feet. The fact that plans change unexpectedly, I figure I want to let you guys know what to come for the month of May. As you know, I'm going to focus entirely on retro gaming. I'm serious. I may as well explain it for good measure. Once I receive my laptop from HP repair support, I'm going to check it for updates, etc. to make sure that everything's in working order. Once I do that, along with installing everything that I require, then I will be good to go. After all, I need to be sure that everything in this gaming laptop works. This is the second time I had to send it in just to get it repaired. First time was due to the SSD and the motherboard getting fried. The second time is, well, the GPU. Though there is more to it than that. If it happens again, I'm sending it to Costco so that way I can get a brand new laptop. That, and I need to find a functioning, working version of Vegas Pro 18. Otherwise, I'll stick to 17. What can you do? In terms of gaming content, I will be finishing up Kirby and the Forgotten Land. If you notice the final part's either at 720 or at 1080p, that's why. I'm torn over whether to get the rest of the Waddle Dees off screen because some of the requirements need me to complete levels multiple times. I kid you not. I'll let you guys decide for me because to be honest, I'd rather want to focus on the post-game stuff. And do you want to know why? Because I want to move on to the good stuff. What you're seeing here are what's yet to come for the month of May. This is happening after I complete Kirby and the Forgotten Land. They consist of the following. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, which I got on Steam, as well as Beautiful Joe 1 and 2 for the GameCube. I have big plans for the channel, and the only road that remains now is forward. Where I go from here depends entirely on me. I hope you guys will be there for what's yet to come. All I ask is, well, your support. It's going to be quite a ride. Being the guy that I am, I'm someone who needs to have plans in place. You can say that I have OCD, aka Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. Point is that what happened at the end of the month requires me to have backup plans. I need to have plans on top of the plans I currently have. You never know what can happen, seriously. Not only that, but much of my plans haven't been possible without the support of a longtime viewer of my content. Heck, had it not been for him, none of this would have happened. So I'm giving shoutouts to one Dr. Dark 7. Yep, he's the guy who requested me to do Ty 1 and Ty 2 as Patreon-sponsored playthroughs. And if given the chance, he'll likely have me do Ty 3. I cannot resist, believe me. I also hope he can help whenever possible. I'm not saying this like I'm some kind of e-beggar or anything. Unlike a certain pig roach, everything that I earn is going towards making sure this channel gets better. Speaking of which, we're at 43,000 subscribers and I can't thank you guys enough. I bring this up because how would you feel if on your birthday of all days some dummy decides to make your stream feel miserable? Yeah, it happened. I won't say much about it, but what I can say is that it felt really horrid. Felt horrid that someone who you once knew as a friend decided to make you feel bad. At the end, I realized one simple thing. You can't please everyone. People come and people go, but true friends stand by you forever. Now, this real talk is not much of a big one, but it's been gnawing at me for a while. In case you haven't noticed, Netflix has been losing a lot of subscribers, and with it, profits. It's been talked about for a while on social media, along with what they did in response to it. This brings us to our real talk for this update. WTF, Netflix. Basically, because they're losing subscribers and with it profits, they decide to blame it on password sharing, aka people who share Netflix accounts with others. Want to know the worst part about all this? They're planning to crack down on that. My problem is that Netflix decided to also take it out on their animation division. Not cool. I've seen tweets talking about it on Twitter and how people are upset that many animated shows were either getting scrapped, canceled, or outright dropped. Seriously, even an animated adaptation of Bone got turned down by Netflix. And I wouldn't be surprised if the creator of Bone, Jeff Smith, says, never again. Considering that his attempts ended with them being turned down and it wasn't the first time, I believe it's the only logical option. It isn't just that, but other shows got the axe too. Boons and Curses, Dino Daycare, Pearl, The Twits, and even Toil and Trouble by Lauren Faust. I remember how the Carmen Sandiego Netflix series had its budget cut in half for the third season. I found that out on a post on Instagram, and right away, it tells me that Netflix doesn't care. They're focusing more on shows that draw them ratings and numbers, like Boss Baby and Big Mouth. All this is reminding me of how Nickelodeon was doing during the late 2000s throughout the 2010s, when they put all their eggs in one basket and put a lot of their focus on SpongeBob, at the expense of other promising shows. It's reasons like this that we need a new deal for animation. Seriously, in terms of Netflix, they can go to hell. Besides, they're getting their butts kicked in more ways than one. Not only that, but other streaming services provide more content for your money's worth. Netflix is behind the curve, and I don't think they realize that. I guess this must be karma for Blockbuster, you know? God, I miss it. So yeah, like I said, what Netflix is doing is wrong. Very wrong. I feel for the creators whose shows were canceled. If anything, it's why we must keep on fighting for a new deal for animation. To be honest, I feel we need more than that. More than a new deal. A lot more. I'm not one to judge, so yeah. And there you go. That's it for the monthly update. Sorry that it's late. I just found out that I'm getting my gaming laptop tomorrow, but you're not going to believe what happened. When I found out, I was a bit livid, and I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, it turns out the motherboard went bad again. That it led to the point where the GPU couldn't be recognized, and I knew right away something was wrong. Jeez. This is why I wish they should just replace everything. Seriously, it can't be that hard, right? So anyway, I'll end it here. I hope to hear from everyone, and if you enjoyed this update, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that bell. I can't stress it enough. If you want to support the channel, you can either hit that join button to be a channel member, or you can support me on Patreon, or you could donate to my PayPal. It's not mandatory, but it's always appreciative. So yeah, I'm done with this. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.